all what I'll be making for the holiday. This recipe, absolutely amazing. So easy to make. If you make it Gina Young style, your family will love you for this recipe. In today's video, I want to show you all how to make barbecued ribs in the oven. We're going to make potato salad, and we're also going to make sauerkraut and black eyed peas when I come back. I'd like to step in today and say happy holidays, happy New Year's to everyone. I hope you all are having a great day today. Here's what we're having for our New Year's dinner, and I want to show you how quickly it can be put together. So now, for our black eyed peas today, we're going to use the can. And I just have to tell you, when you use the can, it's going to be cooked quickly. And now you can do the kind in the bag. If you do the kind in the bag, it's going to take some time, right? So let's use the can today. I'll be using 3 cans. But the first thing we need to do is we need to chop up some bacon. And we also need to chop up some nice veggies just like so. So let's take our bacon and we're going to chop it up in this manner, about 5 pieces. And you have the option to fry your bacon or just throw it in and let it render down and let that beautiful oil from the bacon combine with the flavor of your beans. So what I'm going to do, I have a pan here. I'm going to put my bacon in. I'm going to turn it onto the stove and let that bacon cook up a little bit, get nice, beautiful, and golden brown. And some of that beautiful oil that it lets off, I'm going to leave it in the pan so it can flavor our beans. While our bacon renders down for our beans, let's go ahead and put some veggies in. A little bit of onion, a little bit of bell pepper. If you don't like bell pepper, then honestly, you don't have to use it. But if you like it, go ahead and put it in. It's going to bring great flavor to your black eyed peas. So I'm just going to let's just use a little bit of onion, okay? I hope y'all are having a great day today. I would love to hear in the comment section below what you're having for your holiday. All kinds of people have so many different things. I'm hearing a lot of people saying that they want chicken and spaghetti, fish and spaghetti, and I find that to be really interesting because I've never done that for the first of the year. But it does seem really delicious and interesting. All right, now that we have our onions nice and cut, let's attack the green bell pepper, just like so. Not too much, just enough to give it some nice flavor. Our bacon has rendered down. I got a nice amount of bacon grease into my pan. If for example, you use your bacon and you have too much oil, be sure to take some of it out and just set it aside. You can use it to fry up some eggs in the morning. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and add bell peppers and onions. Okay, and then we're going to add in our black eyed peas, 3 cans with that broth that comes in, or brine, so to speak. I love the brine because it gives you a nice broth and it tastes good. Okay, so now we're going to put that in, and I want to season. We just let those babies simmer until they taste absolutely amazing. I can smell them right now. They smell so good. We're going to go in with salt. Then we're going to go in with garlic and onion powder, nice amount. And black pepper, let those babies simmer. 1 dish, done and out the way. How quick and simple. Now, when my black eyed peas are almost to the point where they're done, I put a tablespoon and a half of butter in it. It really brightens up the whole dish. So now, sauerkraut, how easy is it? It's pretty simple. You use the kind in the bag or the kind in a jar. I do prefer the kind that comes in the bag, but I wasn't able to find it, so this will do. Okay, always use the juice that's in there because it's so delicious. And guess what else? Sugar. You can use brown sugar, but I'm gonna suggest that you use the white sugar. You can use Splenda as well. As much or as least sugar as you would like to do. When I make it here for the Young's house, we like that sweet and sour taste. You know how it's already sour? All we do is we put some sugar in there to give it that sweet and tangy taste, and voila. Just let it simmer for a little bit, let it come up to a nice boil, and turn it off. Next thing I want to do is let's make a nice rub for our ribs so that your ribs have some great flavor. So I've started off with a bowl with brown sugar. This is light brown sugar. We're going to put some paprika, Not smoked paprika, you can if you want, but I don't. Garlic powder and a nice amount of it. We're going to use some onion powder. All right, and then we're going to use some salt. Now, it may look like I'm using quite a bit of salt, but you have to look at how much sugar I'm using. So we want to balance it out because we need that savory salt going throughout our ribs. Okay, come on in and let's mix these ingredients together. And after you mix it, go ahead and taste it and see how delicious it is. Okay, so when I come back, I will have my ribs nice and clean. And we're going to rub this onto our ribs. So now with my ribs, I've cleaned them off, I've washed them, and also I've taken off some unwanted fat. And if you want to take the membrane off the back, I've showed you in so many videos how to do that. And if you're curious, what I'll do, since I've already taken mine off, I'll attach a video where I show you all how to take the membrane off the back of your ribs. Until then, let's go ahead and season up our ribs, give them some good flavor. Don't be afraid to season. Doesn't matter what you're making. If you're afraid to season, your food will be flavorless. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this on. You can do the bottom as well, but honestly, I just do the top. Okay? And any of the seasoning that you have left over, save it for the next time you make a pork dish. You can use it. All right, so now we're going to go in, and I really want to rub in our beautiful mixture here that's going to bring so much flavor to our meat. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees because this needs to cook in the oven until it's, I'd like to say 90% of the way cooked. Once it's 90% of the way cooked, then we'll turn around, take it out, and start basting it with our barbecue sauce. And I like to baste it with barbecue sauce around 3 times, and it'll be fully cooked. It'll be full of party, tender, delicious Gina Young style. After a half an hour of letting your spices set onto your ribs, go ahead and put some apple juice into the bottom of your baking pan that you're going to cook your ribs in. If you don't have apple juice, you can use just like a chicken broth or water. Get this into the oven, 350 degrees covered until this is 90% cooked. Then we'll take it out and begin to baste it with your favorite barbecue sauce. When it's time to baste our sauce onto our ribs, I have the silicone brush and it'll just easily baste on just like so. And once I put the barbecue sauce on, every 15 minutes I'll open the oven, take the ribs out, and put my next layer on. Typically I like to do like 3 layers. Let's go ahead and mix my favorite barbecue sauces into a bowl. I love the open pit. This open pit here reminds me of my childhood, so I always like to mix that with one of my favorite barbecue sauces, just like so. And we'll set that aside. It'll be ready for us when we're ready to baste. How about a simple potato salad that's packed with so much flavor, and it's real easy to make. Let's do it. So now, we've cut and peeled our potatoes, of course, and we've cooked our potatoes until they were nice and fork tender. It took about 20 minutes. The potatoes have cooled down, and you can see that we do also have some boiled eggs. You're going to need your favorite mayonnaise. I'm going to be using this mayonnaise. It's a nice savory mayonnaise, has a great taste. Let's go ahead, and when I put my mayonnaise in, I always start off with a little bit. You start off with a little bit, you can always add 2, but if you start off with a whole bunch, then you kind of mess it up and you can't take away, okay? You all understand that. Okay, so there we go. And then I want to season. We're going to put some parsley flakes in just because it makes everything nice and pretty, right? You know that. And no celery, no onions for this specific recipe. There are potato salads that I make that has celery and onions and maybe some sweet relish, but not for this recipe. This is simple, easy peasy, and delicious. Let's go in with some garlic powder and honestly a nice amount. Don't be afraid to season. Adobo. Adobo for this recipe really brings this recipe to life, and it does have salt in it. Okay, and we're going to put some black pepper, and then we want to mix. And once we get everything nice and mixed, we'll look at the consistency, see if it needs more mayonnaise, and at that time, if it needs more, we'll add more. We always add the eggs last so that we don't mush them up. Got the potato salad nice and mixed up. Now you got to taste it. See if you've seasoned it well. If you didn't, just re-season. Put more mayonnaise. Do what you got to do to make it taste good. Okay? Always taste your food so you know what you're feeding to your loved ones. I'm going in. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. All right, so now we're going to slice up some beautiful eggs just like so. Get those babies in, and guess what? We got ribs that's done and they're ready to be dressed with your favorite barbecue sauce. All of our side dishes are done. The ribs are out of the oven, about 95% of the way cooked. How will you know when your ribs are ready to be dressed with your barbecue sauce? Well, here's something that I'd like to tell everybody. It's kind of like a secret. The meat will pull away from the bone, and then you're saying, oh, yep, it's time to dress them. Come on and take a look and I'll show you. So now you see how the bone is peeking out and the meat has literally kind of moved away a little bit? That's when it's time to dress it. So right now I have these upside down. They're on a cookie sheet and a cooling rack, and then I'll baste them that way. Using my silicone brush, we're going to do the bottom and then we'll do the top. We put them in the oven for 15 minutes and then we'll take it out, baste it again, put it back in for another 15 minutes, and you'll do that 2 to 3 times, however many times you'd like to baste it. When I come back, dinner is served, Gina Young style. Black eyed peas, look it, took it, oh wee. Potato salad, Gina Young style. Sauerkraut. Look at those babies in there. Oh, you better make you some. Dinner is served. Take a look. Look it, took it. I couldn't be more excited. Once again, happy holidays to you all. Here's the plate. We got the barbecued ribs, a little bit of sauerkraut, black eyed peas, and your favorite potato salad. Make you some. Listen here, everybody. If y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Tell your family and friends and everyone you know. Tell the whole world what Gina Young's doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this beautiful meal. We thank you, Lord Jesus, for blessing over 2024. Already, we're going to accept it, receive it, and retrieve it. In Jesus Christ's name, 2024 is going to be amazing for the Young's house and you all. And as always, God bless. Thanks for watching. Good night.